Today is October 27th, and it's a Monday, and our Monday meditation is preparation for the coming week. And our theme today is going to be, we reap what we sow. So we're going to look at how to cultivate skillful action. Got some housekeeping chores first. First thing we need to do is remind you of the description box. If you look at the description box, you will find a 3-part guide written by an alert reader. You know who you are, and we're very grateful to you and thank you for that. It's a way that you can get onto the live stream. And the second thing, there are also some other information in there about the readings that we use and meditation and Buddhism and like that. Also, closed captions will be available. It probably won't be available until tomorrow. It takes some time, and they have a hard time spelling out foreign languages. We just put it like that. It's not that great. But most of the stuff, the English stuff is good, but the rest of it's kind of shaky. And finally, the reason that we do guided meditation, we don't personally use guided meditation. We listen to bird songs, and other people may choose to do that too. But we use guided meditation in the hope that the people who participate will pick up enough skills and enough practice and enough interest in meditation that you'll make a daily practice of it. It doesn't have to be bunches of time. It could be 5 or 10 minutes as you wish, and you can use whatever background you want, bird song or chanting or temple bells or nothing, or guided meditations like this one. There are many of them on the internet, and we encourage everybody to do what they can with that. So with that, on my mark. Find yourself in a quiet spot, spine straight, shoulders back, lower your chin towards your chest. Let your hands rest easily in your lap or on your thighs or your knees. Close your eyes gently, close your mouth. You're going to breathe through your nose. Now imagine a ball of white light, an inch or so, 3 to 5 centimeters below your nostrils. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Breathe in through your nose. Watch the light go down past your heart to your stomach and breathe out the same way. Focus on the light and your breath. Don't worry about breathing too quickly or too slowly. Don't worry about deep or shallow breaths. Just focus on the light as it goes in through your nose, down past your heart to your stomach, and back out the same way. When outside issues or thoughts intrude, gently brush them aside, thinking, no, I'm focused on my breath as I breathe in through my nose. Watch it go down past my heart to my stomach and back out the same way. Meditation has 2 stages. The first half, Samatha, serenity, is what we are doing now, and the idea is to focus on the light, focus on the Dhamma talk. Don't get lost in other thoughts or outside issues. And then once you are calm, then we can turn to Vipassana, or insight. Some people say Panya, or wisdom. And we focus on that. It always goes like in that order too. First we get calm, then we look for wisdom. It's never the other way around. Wisdom never arises from a mind in turmoil. So we want to focus on that. Now on Monday, we always turn to the Dhammapada, verses 1 and 2. Verse 1, mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a corrupt heart, and sorrow will follow one as surely as the cart follows the ox that pulls it. 2, mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a pure heart, and happiness will follow one as surely as one's never departing shadow. So we are told that our mind leads us to delusions, preoccupations, moods, obsessions. And this is one reason we meditate. We meditate to help us calm our mind and tame our heart. We don't meditate to get something. We meditate to let things go. If we let go a little, we get a little serenity. If we let go a lot, we get a lot of serenity. If we let go completely, that is, if we accept life on life's terms, we get complete serenity. Now, last week we looked at an itch we can't scratch. This week we're looking at we reap what we sow. And so we're looking to cultivate skillful action. I need to talk with you a bit about the human condition. Human life consists of 5 factors, or Khandhas we call them. They are the body, feelings, memories and perceptions, thoughts, and consciousness. And these are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We are taught that they are like a lump of molten lead, white hot. We cannot touch it on the top, cannot touch it on the sides or the bottom. There's nowhere we can touch the Khandhas without burning ourselves very badly. So we look at it, we see it for what it is, and we let it go. As meditators, we have 3 duties. First is mindfulness. In this group, we focus on the light, focus on the Dhamma talk. We brush aside outside thoughts. Second is collectedness, or concentration. We focus and we pay attention to what is going on right now in the here and now. We don't think about the past. We don't think about the future. We're here right now, and look at that. And third is contentment. Contentment is a duty. We are as happy as we want to be. If we want to be happy, we can be. If we want to be angry, we can certainly do that too. It's up to us. In a word, mindfulness, collectedness, and contentment, put them all together, they equal sufficiency. We are enough the way we are right now. We don't have to prove something. And as you take a breath, let it out through your nostrils. Take another breath. You feel that flow. If you can do that for 3 seconds during today's meditation, you can do it for a few minutes. And if you can do it for a few minutes, you can do it for longer than that. You take that flow and you stitch together those little bubbles of bliss, and shazam, before you know it, you are just floating along in a contented state. And you'll look up and you'll see that 3 hours has gone past and you have not had a hateful, resentful, fearful, or angry thought. How does that happen? How indeed? Today we are looking at how to cultivate kusala, or skillful action. And as we said, we reap what we sow, so we need to pay attention to the seeds that we are planting. This week, as we go through our daily activities, here are 4 guides for us. Number 1, let's be impeccable in our speech. Say what you mean what you say, and don't say it mean. We can't take back words that are spoken in anger. 2, don't assume it makes an ass of you and me. I don't know about you. I'm not a good mind reader, so I try not to do that. We don't know what's going on in other people's heads. 3, Q-tip, quit taking it personally. The universe has better things to do than try to screw up our day. Sorry, no offense. We're not important enough. And 4, this week, let's do our best at whatever we're doing. And before we react, let me suggest a triage. My reaction, is it like a hat, a haircut, or a neck tattoo? If it's like a hat, and I come home and I look in the mirror and I go, boy, that was a mistake. No harm, no foul. I just throw the hat away and I don't wear it. Bob's your uncle. If it's like a haircut, maybe I come home, I look in the mirror and I go, wow, that's a mistake too. Run back outside and get that hat from the garbage. Wear that for a couple of weeks. Maybe let my hair grow back in. But if I've gotten a tattoo on my forehead of a cockroach, this may be a problem, and it may be harder to get rid of than a bad haircut or a hat. So we want to think about our acts before we commit them. Now, we reap what we sow. So cultivating skillful action takes practice. Again, we turn to the Dhammapada, verses 252 and 253. 252. It's easy to see the faults of others, but hard to see one's own. 253. If one focuses on others' faults and constantly takes offense, one's own toxins flourish, and one is far from their destruction. Boy, ain't that the truth. Our attention is like a grow light. When we focus on how we have been badly treated by the rest of the world, we are just picking scabs and digging our hole deeper and deeper. We've got some suggestions. Cultivation of skillful action requires A, boundaries. And by boundaries, I mean there are things we can and cannot do. If it's something you can't do, don't do it. If it's someplace you can't go, don't go there. And B, patient, persistent practice of the principles. Not perfection. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be something that we work on. And the key to that is selfless service. So let's look at selfless service. First, we serve others with no thought about the outcome. We don't pay any attention to the outcomes. That's God's business. 2, we row and God steers. And God can be good, orderly direction, as we have in Buddhism, or it could be your anthropomorphic God if you're a believer in one of those faiths, or it could be grace over drama. That's nice and feminine. Grace is sitting in the back of the boat with her hands on the tiller. We sit there and we row, and we row, and we row. And she will see us to the safe harbor that she thinks is best for us. Third, unconditional love. And that means not transactional. This is not a barter session. I'll do this for you and then you'll do that for me, and when you don't, I'll blow up. It's not like that. We're either loving now or we are not loving. It's the same thing back with the contentment. Time is a factor. We are either paying attention now or we are not paying attention now. We are either angry now or we are not. We are either content or we are not content. And that's up to what we pay attention to. If the problem is outside us, we're doomed. And fourth, this kind of sums this up. I see your pain, I honor it, but I don't need to fix it. This is the difference between compassion and codependency. We're talking about equanimity, not emotional blackmail. And this has to be mutual. It has to be two-way. It has to be mutual regard for the divine spark within the other. We can love other people without being loved by them, fine. But a compassionate, shared experience, equanimity, is not codependency. So we don't need to let that stuff go. So how do we do that? To end suffering, we must stop our craving, clinging, and clamoring. Those are the things that cause us to suffer. They are attachment. There are things we want and things we cultivate. Things we want come from tanha, or insatiable hunger, and they can be physical, such as craving money, power, control, sex, a better job. They can be emotional. We crave love, attention, nirvana, vindication. They'll know I was right all along. They'll be sorry. But whatever we crave leads to suffering. There's a better way. We can cultivate things for free through our practice. Kusala, or skillful action, are things that we can do. They don't cost anybody anything. It's just we have to pay attention to doing them. For example, we can be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent, if we want to be. We can practice patience, charity. And charity is not giving alms to the poor. It's giving the other person the benefit of the doubt. Forgiveness, graciousness. Those are the things that we can sow in our own heart. And if we do that, we will reap what we have sown. There's a caveat on this. Aversion is just as much a trap as any addiction. And the more we crave to not experience things, the more we invite and usher them in. We just bring them into our existence if we are paying attention to them. The more we resist, the more things persist. This is one of the problems with addiction. It's also one of the problems with aversion. I hate Betty. Boy, all I have to do is just hear that she's coming, and I'm already wee-weed up. That Betty, God, I hate that Betty. So we need to go lightly on the things that we want to see. The Dhammapada 2:10 also says something about this. Don't get entangled with what you long for or dislike. Not seeing what you long for is suffering. So also is seeing what you dislike. So when we have expectations, these expectations are resentments under construction. I thought I was going to get sprinkles. I didn't get any sprinkles. Poor me, alas, no sprinkles for me. I thought we were going to go to my house. Oh, we didn't go to my house. Oh, poor me. So that's what I wanted to have happen. Or, God, I told you I didn't want to see Betty, and here she is. So both of those things, those strong feelings of addiction or attraction and also of aversion, get us in trouble. Now, as we sit in meditation and we are in the Vipassana or insight portion, the last half of our meditation, we allow thoughts to arise, but only if we can look at them with cool eyes, with almost academic detachment. Look at them as if from afar on the other side of a river. We look at them, and then we might think this when we see our thoughts or our mind. This is the mind thinking of an outcome that makes me look good, bad, ridiculous. We're thinking of outcomes again. Let it go. This is the mind projecting fear or blaming others. The mind is in a good, bad, angry, envious, jealous, self-pitying mood. Moods are also impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We need to let them go. The mind is inciting me to find fault in my family, my workplace, my community, my nation. Let all of that go. Mindfulness can lead us to spiritual insight into our intentions or our actions on our side of the street. But it is not a license to go out and psychoanalyze other people, or to diagnose their mental illnesses, or to critique the way that they're doing stuff. It's none of our business. Now, as with meditation, so it is with our daily life. This week, as we go through our daily activities, here are some aids. These help us in meditation, and they also help us in our daily life. We can take care to project loving feelings, metta, with 2 T's. We can project generosity of the spirit. That's not giving alms to the poor, but giving the other person the benefit of the doubt. We can have an attitude of kindness, helpfulness, sati or mindfulness. Sampajana, self-awareness. Know where we are and what we're doing. Panya or wisdom. Pause for a second. And selfless service to all, which we just went through. Now this week, if we find ourselves feeling restless, irritable, or discontent, take a breath. Let it out. Excuse yourself, go into the next room. Take this recording with you. Put your headphones on. Be seated. Close your eyes. Imagine a ball of white light an inch or 2 below your nostrils. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Namaste. Okay. Thank you very much for being here, and hope you have a great week. And remember that we reap what we sow. Therefore, plant good seeds. When we have resentment, fear, and anger, it's poison. It's poison for us. It's not poison for the people that we feel resentment for. It puts the hurt on us. So we need to not do that. Yes, Michael, these are preserved on YouTube. And if you go to the same way you got here, if you go on the website, there's a a button for playlists. You click playlists and it will show you. I usually have 7 or 8 of these on the playlist at any given time. There are more of those. If you click under live, it'll show you all of the live videos that have been done. And so, yeah, they're all on there. And shoot me a note if you have trouble finding it, and I can give you a hand on that. It takes a number of hours, and maybe even tomorrow before the closed caption, the CC up at the top when you're watching these things. If you click that, it'll give you a transcript. It'll show you the words that are spoken at the bottom of the screen. Although, mind you, it doesn't. Pali is the language of the sutras. It was a dead language 1,000 years before the Buddha lived. That's why they put his words in Pali. It's Pali. In fact, that's not even the name of the language. Pali means language of the text. Pali Bhasa is actually the language of the language. Anyway, the Pali, AI doesn't know what to do with Pali. Pali has a cracker. It has no idea. And it has no idea what to do with Sanskrit. Doesn't have any idea what to do with Japanese or Thai, for that matter. So when you get to something that doesn't make any sense, beyond my usual incoherence, it'll probably be a language problem. So language teachers everywhere, don't worry. We're not going to be put out of business by artificial intelligence just yet. I'm sure it'll come next week or the week after, but not today. It'll be okay. So thank you for coming, and we will see you on Friday for our week in review, and namaste.